Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining Lord Duncan's Rock and World. We've got a little special show for you tonight. It's just a little one-off. Where I'm not interviewing anybody, but I thought I'd do a little something for you anyway. Tonight we're going to be going over Lord Duncan's top 15 obscure records from my record collection that I actually like and I will actually listen to from time to time. I've got several other records that, of course, are stuff that everybody else likes, but these are probably the freakiest 15 records that I have that most people don't like, but I do like. So let's grab the first one here, which actually I believe I got for about $4 down in Brainerd. It's a good old Jimmy Dean Country Roundup, starring Jimmy Dean. Don't believe it. It doesn't have his big hit song, Big John, on it, but it's still pretty cool. It's got Release Me, his version of Crazy. Going Down the Road. I don't know if that's Going Down the Road Feeling Bad. I'm not sure. I forget these days. It's been a while since I heard this thing. There you go, Jimmy Dean. And keep in point, those Jimmy breakfast sausages are really, really good. Well, I mean, the breakfast sandwiches are really good. I prefer the biscuit. It's easier to chew through, and because the English muffin one gets a little tough, and then it tears and half it falls apart. But those Jimmy Dean Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches. However, they're not going to make you thin. You will gain weight. So I haven't had any in a couple weeks. And I think I've already lost close to 7 pounds for not eating those once or twice a day. So there you go. There you go. Jimmy Dean, number 15. Then up to 14, we've got this obscure thrash band from the New York area called Carnivore. And it's called Retaliation. I was pleasantly surprised on how hardcore this freaking album is for these three dudes out of the freaking New Jersey, New York area. I don't know their names offhand, but it does freaking rock. So there you go. Check it out. Carnivore, Retaliation. Another nice old 80s rock band, Madam X. Don't know anything about the band or the players in it. One of these guys is probably famous from some other band, but either way, it freaking rocks. There's some very good songs on here. I should know some titles, but I don't. High in High School, that's a good one. Dirty Girls, of course. Cat's Got Your Tongue. We Want Rock, and Stand Up and Fight. So there you go. Madam X, We Reserve the Right. There you go. Check out those leotards. There you go. All right. Then we've got The Ventures 10th anniversary album with all kinds of instrumentals like Spinning Wheel from Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Let's see. We got Strangers of the Night, Everybody's Talking, the old song from Midnight Cowboy. Excuse me, raindrops keep falling on my head. I'm going to have a sip of my good old Budweiser, the king of beers out of St. Louis, Missouri, Anheuser-Busch. Oh, there we go. It's got Sweet Caroline, Let It Be, Bad Moon Rising, Eleanor Rigby, the old Richard Harris song. I actually saw Richard Harris perform live at the old the Guthrie or the Orpheum in Minneapolis. He was doing Camelot. There you go. How cool is that? And the blonde-haired kid that played the younger version of David Lee Roth in the Hot for Teacher video was in that as well. Hey Jude, Sugar, sugar, don't think twice, it's all right. There you go. Opens all up. Nice double record there. Good old vinyl. There you go. Let's find another one here. Well, this one did not fare well. Had a little bit of damage down here. Fortunately, the vinyl is still in good condition. For B-52s, their second record called, I forget. Oh, yeah, Wild Planet, their second record. It's probably got the side 2 has some of my favorite songs, which were Devil in My Car, Keith the Rain, which he named his little poodle that was dyed strawberry blonde, and was wearing a little jacket with appliques on it. And of course, the song Strobe Light, Gonna Make Love to You Under the Strobe Light. There you go. B-52s. All right. Yoko Ono, Season of Glass. You must think I'm really insane now, but I tell you what, besides walking on thin ice, this is a freaking great record. And unfortunately, the glasses on the front cover are probably the ones that John was wearing. And that's probably still got dirt from him when he landed in the dirt after that fucking piece of shit Mark Chapman shot him down. So that's even creepier to think about that. But those are probably the same glasses. She probably didn't even want to touch them or clean them off. Just want to keep them as is. When poor old John Lennon got shot back on December 8th of 1980. I remember what I was doing back then when I heard it on the news. I was pretty young, but I remember being in the kitchen seeing on the news, and I still remember to this day. I wasn't a Beatles fan at the time, but I just remember being on the news and everyone being freaked out about it. A couple absolutely beautiful songs that she sings, absolutely beautifully perfect. She's not doing that. She's not making that weird noise through this. She's actually singing lovely through all these songs. And what's one of them called? Mind Weaver, I believe. And the song Will You Touch Me? Dude, that one will bring you to tears if you're in the right frame of mind. It's absolutely just sad. She's just grieving the loss of John. But then there's other songs like She Gets Down on Her Knees to Throw Up Life. She Gets Down on Her Knees to Throw Up Life. And another one, I forget what it's called. Well, either way. Well, a song called Goodbye Sadness as well. Beautiful saxophone on that. Of course, some of the songs are in really strange guitar keys, but that's what makes it totally eclectic and weird. I'm telling you, you got to hear it. If you never heard the whole record, you should really hear it sometime. Give it one chance. You'll be surprised. There's some little gems on here. There we go. The best of Conway Twitty. Need I say more? I've always loved you in mind. Play guitar, play. I can't believe she gives it all to me. You've never been this far before. Linda on my mind. It's only make believe. Don't cry, Joni. Good old Danny boy. Lonely blue boy. This time I've heard her more than she loves me. There's a honky-tonk angel who will take me back in. George keeps put on my ring. Hello, darling. The image of me. And I can't stop loving you. There you go. The best of Conway Twitty. Look at that beautiful pompadour. It's got like a good half can of freaking Aquanet in it. All right. Now let's move up to Sinatra. A very obscure record. It's still got the original plastic on it. It used to have a little price tag from Pomida store in Fairmont, Minnesota for like $3.98 or something. This is an album called She Shot Me Down. I believe his daughter originally did that song. Bang, bang. He shot me down. Bang, bang. Also used in a Tarantino movie. You know the song. What was it in? Was it in Kill Bill? Bang, bang. She shot me down. Maybe in the first Kill Bill. Well, there you have it. Let's see. What are some of the song titles? Thanks for the Memory, Monday Morning Quarterback, The Gal That Got Away, It Never Entered My Mind. Well, that's part of a medley. Bang, bang, my baby shot me down. There you go. So check it out. Sinatra, She Shot Me Down. Probably not one of the more well-known ones, but still pretty damn cool to have. And, of course, everybody's favorite, Tijuana Brass, Whipped Cream and Other Delights. Need I Say More? A Taste of Honey, Green Peppers. We've got Whipped Cream. Number 9. Ladyfish. Peanuts. The whole thing is freaking a gem. And if you know anything about the band Soul Asylum, they did another cover, only it's got a member of the band covered in clam dip, and it's called Soul Asylum, Clam Dip and Other Delights. Another record you should check out as well. There you go. That's probably one of the top two or three Herb Alperts you ever want to get that one for sure. I guarantee you can find them at thrift stores. You could probably get the entire collection at most thrift stores, as did I. I could have the entire Herb Alpert collection 10 times over from all the thrift stores I've gone into that had almost every damn record every time. And they're almost all in mint condition too. Now here is a rarity that most people don't know about. And I can't believe, well, the sticker says $4 on the top, but whatever that means. Sammy Davis Jr., Something for Everybody. There's the cover in the far back here somewhere. There's a lady who's topless. Or way back here. That one back there, she's topless. There's something covering her breast, but she's topless. Anyways, Sammy's right here in the middle like a big old little player that he is, of course. In the white shawl there. Mr. Player there. There he is. There's Sammy. Oh, and it actually opens up a little more. There you go. Check that out. The cool thing about this record, it's pretty much all covers, but they're all great covers. A couple Elvis, a couple Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Like we got Spinning Wheel, which I think is where David Lee Roth got his scream from, because Sammy Davis does that same exact scream that David Lee Roth does in Spinning Wheel. You got to hear Spinning Wheel by Sammy Davis Jr. You Better Sit Down, Kids. Sonny Bono song. For Once in My Life. My Way, the Paul Anka song that, obviously the Sinatra song, My Way. And Sid Vicious. Wichita Lineman, the gem from good old Glenn Campbell, who actually was a wizard on guitar. Most people don't know, but he was a great guitar player. Let's see. And When I Die, the song Elvis did called In the Ghetto. You Made Me So Very Happy, another Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Then another song that Elvis did called High Heel Sneakers. There you go, man. Check it out. Sammy Davis Jr., Something for Everyone. You'll be lucky to ever find a copy of this on vinyl anywhere. I wish mine was in mint condition, which it isn't. It'd be probably worth a shitload. Here's an oldie from the 50s. Used to belong to my Aunt Louise. Good old Bo Diddley. And this is actually legit old school from back then. This is not a reprint or anything. I probably should have this in a plastic case, protecting it more. But good old Bo Diddley, which I assume is pretty much his first record, if it's just titled Bo Diddley. Bo Diddley, I'm a Man, Bring It to Jerome. Before You Accuse Me, which of course Clapton doing. Hey Bo Diddley, Dearest Darling. Hush Your Mouth, Say Boss Man, Diddley Daddy. Diddy Wah Diddy. And Pretty Thing. I don't think the Pretty Thing is the same one that the Sex Pistols did, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I heard this thing. I doubt it is. But dude, Bo Diddley right there. That's a gem there. And I shouldn't really call it obscure, but as far as all the other shit goes, it's one of the weird ones. But talk about a freaking gem. In fact, I believe it's even on, yes, it's even on Chess Records. And it's in freaking mint condition. I should be wearing gloves touching the thing. All right, folks, we're back from a little technical issue there. Let's get on to the next record, which is the Urban Guerrillas, Attack of the Pink Heat-Seeking Moisture Missiles. Of course, right here you got good old Ronnie Reagan wearing a helmet. This is still back in the Cold War days where we were still afraid of Russia dropping bombs on us. This has Sonny Bono's The Heat Goes On. Great version of that. Freeway Picnic Party, a song called Independence Day. Life in the Army is a job to me. Fuck you. Lots of great songs on this record. Urban Guerrillas, punk band from punk / more new wave, really, from Minneapolis. But they were great. Check out the Urban Guerrillas. Then we got another one. Most people don't know this one probably, but unless you're a T-Rex fan, Futuristic Dragon. Kind of a intro song. Well, there's an intro, a long intro, then it's got a song with a really freaky background squealing sound voice of a woman, kind of sounding like Yoko actually. But these new record versions are absolutely beautiful. They come in this kind of clear gray vinyl, like a light purple, light gray, with a cool sticker on there of T-Rex, and makes it fun to own records again. They don't have to all be black records. So there you go, little extra cool thing there. T-Rex, Futuristic Dragon. Of course, the earlier ones, the previous two, the Slider and Electric Warrior are obviously better with better hits, but either way, there you go. There's another one called Tank. Actually, I think Tank or Tanks that came out before that. That one's good too. I would say those four are great. We got Pat Travers. I got this at a thrift store or record store for cheap. I bought it for the hell of it. I didn't know. I knew he was a great guitar player. They did that song. I'm drinking cocaine and I'm snorting whiskey, whatever. Well, then I get it home and I find out something I didn't know about this. That was that his drummer was good old Nico McBrain from Iron Maiden, playing drums in there back in 1979. Of course, Nico didn't join Maiden until like 83, I think, for the Peace of Mind record. Let me get that back together. There we go. And it shreds. Of course, the back picture, the guy's his agent's lamp has blown up and is smoking a little bit. That was supposed to be a bong. Actually, it's supposed to look like it blew up. There you go. Pat Travers putting it straight. Second to last, Slave Raider, metal band or more hard rock, borderline metal band from Minneapolis. I got to see him play a couple times. This guy up here, Chainsaw Kane, he wore a patch over one eye, and he actually used a chainsaw to cut things way before the guy from Jackal ever did that crap. So he must have stolen it from Chainsaw Kane. There were a lot of chicks in the band. They had a bass player named Nikki Sixx, who was a female. I believe they had a female guitar player too, but I forget her name. Anyways, they were a kick-ass fucking metal band, hard rock metal band from Minneapolis. This one's called Take the World by Storm. The biggest hit was probably Make Some Noise. You and me and the boys gonna get together and make some noise. Check it out. There's a cool video on YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube from MTV days. Why they're out in the desert at one point, I have no idea, but whatever. That's an 80s video for you. Slave Raider. The one after it's called What Do You Know About Rock and Roll? And that one's that's a great record too. In fact, I believe they do a song. I think they do their own version of Jailbreak. I don't think it's the same one that it might be the same one that Thin Lizzy did. Either way, check them out. Slave Raider. Last but not least, probably my favorite, if not second to favorite, Aerosmith record, which is Done with Mirrors. Came out in 85, before the big Resurgence album in 87 that had Dude Looks Like a Lady, the one they called Permanent Vacation. This Done with Mirrors, the whole thing is nothing but rocker tunes. There's not one boring ballad on it. There's maybe one that's slightly mellow, but then it rocks the other half. Done with Mirrors by Aerosmith. Check this record out. It's absolutely great. Let the music do the talking. I mean, that should be on one of their greatest hits records right there. My Fish Your Face, Shame on You, The Reason a Dog. Song called Sheila, Gypsy Boots, She's on Fire, The Hop, and then Darkness at the end has a cool piano part towards the beginning. Reminds me a little bit of one of the mellow songs off of Toys in the Attic, but then the whole thing ends up rocking. I mean, it's probably some of the best guitar work you ever heard. Freaking, not Steven Tyler. What's his name? Damn it, I can't think of it now. You know his name anyway. Guitar player from Aerosmith, the main dude. So I'm sorry I can't think of his name right now offhand. I'm doing this video spur of the moment, so I didn't have any notes, all right? So bear with me. There you go. If you never heard this, get this and just crank it out loud. You will be blown away. I guarantee you that. You'll be blown away. Well, there you have it. There's my 15 weird records as far as my collection goes. Actually, Aerosmith and a couple of the last ones probably don't belong in there, but I just wanted to show those anyway right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for Budweiser. Anybody who works for them, tell them to sponsor me. The same with anyone who works for Fireball, tell them to sponsor me. I would love to have a sponsor from Fireball and Budweiser, of course. Save me a little money every week. And as I always say, excuse me, as I always say, as long as you rock on, the world will go on. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to add in the comments any of your favorite strange records you may have in your collection that are weird, but you just love anyway. And we'll talk to you guys soon. We'll be doing like a greatest record review here shortly with a couple other buddies here at some point. You guys take care. Rock on. Here we go.